I've chosen to stay for a whole host of reasons, but the biggest one does tie to a really incredibly close friendship that I forged early on at ALS TDI with a guy named Sean, Sean Scott. Sean was at ALS TDI, or it was TDF at the time. Um, I think when I started, he was as a volunteer. Um, because his mom had ALS. It was in his family. His mom was living with SOD1 ALS. His grandmother had died from SOD1 ALS, and he quit a career as a television producer to work on the ALS problem and try to solve it for his mom in real time. And he and I just got along. And we became best friends. We became roommates. And when I first met him, I didn't know that he was at risk of carrying the gene. I didn't know it was familial when I first met him. Um, but as we got closer and I learned the family story, put two and two together, realized that we were probably also, or there was a 50% chance that we were working to save him too. Um, Sadly, he did end up developing ALS a few years later, in late 2007, early 2008, um, and passed away rapidly after a rapid disease progression. And so for me, seeing that and having somebody that I'd grown to know and love, watching how it affected his family, how it affected him, I couldn't imagine letting that exist, right? Let it like allowing that to still be. And so I threw myself full time into and dedicated my entire career to trying to address that need here at ALS TDI, where we're working literally to invent new medicines every day. Um, Now, through the years, I've gotten to know lots of people and gotten to love and lose lots of people with ALS. Um, so it's a labor of love. It's also um, there's a sense that this is this is hard on a lot of different levels, right? It's an incredibly hard scientific challenge. Um, that will take a lot of effort from a lot of people to solve. It's also emotionally really, really hard. And I've seen um, a lot of people contribute lots of years of their life to it and then walk away because it got emotionally hard. And um, if everybody does that when it gets emotionally hard, this won't get done. And so that's another piece of it is like sticking to it, sticking with this until we solve it. Um, because if we don't, I'm not sure anybody can or will. So we got to see it through. We're working to invent treatments and cures, and we're aiming to do it in an open and honest and transparent way while connecting with the community that we're a part of, the ALS patient community and the caregiver community, um, with empathy and honesty, um, while educating in the best ways that we can. The scope of it is massive. And we as an organization punch way above our weight.